Picture this. The year is 1972. In the heart of Marseille, France, a cry echoes through the narrow streets. A baby is born, Zinedine Zidane. He is the youngest of 5 children in a humble Algerian family, where hard work and respect are as essential as bread on the table. Marseille is a city of contrast, sunlight, harbor, and slow neighborhoods. And it is in one of these neighborhoods, La Castellane, that little Zizou learned about life. Here, the streets are his first stadium. The ball? Sometimes old, sometimes torn, but always magic in his feet. From dusty playground to the yacht picture of Cannes, he carries not just a ball, but a vision. And even in those early days, there's some things about him. A calm in the chase, a grace in the fight. Marseille gave him the fire, Algeria gave him the soul, and football gave him the stage. France, summer of 1998. The air is electric, the streets painted blue, white and red. The nation hosts the greatest football show on earth, the FIFA World Cup. And at the heart of it all stands a man with the calm eyes of a poet and the feet of a magician, Zinedine Zidane. But the tournament isn't a start as a fairy tale for him. A red card against Saudi Arabia suspended critics being to whisper, some even doubt. Yet, Zidane is the kind of player who turns silence into symphony. July 12th, the final. Brazil awaits a football giant. The Stade de France roars like a storm. And in that storm, Zidane finds his moment. Not once, but twice. He rises above the green battlefield. 2-header! 2 goals in 45 minutes. He writes himself into legend. When the final whistle blows, France is champion of the world. The crowd chants his name. From Marseille to Paris, from the Mediterranean coast to the peaks of the Alps. One toss echoes across the land. This is Zizou's World Cup. That night, he isn't just a footballer, he is a symbol, a son of immigrants, carrying a nation's dream on his shoulder and delivering them with grace, glory, and 2 perfect touches of his head. Germany World Cup. 4 years after stepping away from the French national team, Zinedine Zidane returned, not for records, but for one final glorious chapter. At 34, his legs may be older, but his mind and touch remain timeless. France stormed its way to the final, and under the bright Berlin sky, they meet Italy. Just 7 minutes in, Zidane approaches the penalty spot. The stadium falls silent. He doesn't strike with force. He lifts the ball in a perfect Panenka over Buffon. It is courage woven into a single touch. The match grinds on, heavy with tension. Then, in the 110th minute, the world witnesses something unforgettable. Words are said, words no man should hear about his family. Zidane turns, looks Materazzi in the eyes, and answers not with retreat, but with defiance. A sharp, proud thrust of his head to the chest. The referee's red card is inevitable, but So is the respect of millions who understand. This was not violence for its own sake. It was a father's instinct, a man's unshakable defense of those he loves most. Zidane lives the pitch not in shame, but in a kind of silent triumph, because that night in Berlin he reminded the world that football is not only about winning trophies. It is about the courage to stand for what matters, even in the brightest and most unforgiving of spotlight.
When Zinedine Zidane swapped the boots for the blazer, the world wondered, could a maestro of the pitch compose symphonies from the touchline? In 2016, Real Madrid took a gamble. Zidane, with no top-flight managerial experience, was handed the keys to one of football's most demanding kingdoms. What followed was nothing short of historic. 3 consecutive UEFA Champions League titles, a feat unmatched in modern football, doubt. When Zinedine Zidane swapped the boots for the blazer, the world wondered, could a maestro of the pitch compose symphonies from the touchline? In 2016, Real Madrid took a gamble. Zidane, with no top-flight managerial experience, was handed the keys to one of football's most demanding kingdoms. What followed was nothing short of historic. 3 consecutive UEFA Champions League titles, a feat unmatched in modern football.